Surface area prisms and cylinders. A prism is a polyhedron with exactly two congruent. For congruent, we just do the equals to the squiggly line, and parallel faces called prisms, or called bases. Sorry.
Isn't it faces?
Well, no. These are faces specifically known as bases, because the faces are like the outsides of the shape. So we're going to call these bases, because the bases are perpendicular and parallel to each other. They're special. The other faces are always going to be rectangles. See, check this guy out right here. I see his sides. All his sides are rectangles. And if we lay out his net, you would see that. Okay, which we're not there yet, so let's chill for a minute. It says, you name a prism by the shape of its base. Okay, let's highlight some of the bases here. This is a base right here, and this is a base right here. This is called a hexagonal prism. For the next two, I want you guys to highlight the bases. The bases aren't always on the top and the bottom. Highlight the bases and then guess the name. I mean, this is just a couple of examples here. This is your triangular, your octagonal, hexagonal. But notice that they always have two bases, and those bases are parallel and congruent to each other. Take a moment to identify all the different prisms down here. Okay, there's a lot of them, and some of them are some of these. Like this one right here, the hexagonal. He is right here, so this would be hexagonal down over here. See if you can name all those before I do it. Alright, here you go. Okay, here you have your triangular. This one can be called a square, a box, or a cube because he's special. He's well known around the world. This is pentagonal. There's hexagonal. Hey, we already know that guy. Heptagonal, octagonal. Hey, he's right there too. That's him all folded up and stuff. This is nonogonal, whatever. Decagonal. Make sure you guys have the correct names. So let's take a look at, oh yeah, these are important too. The altitude of a prism is a perpendicular segment. So to do perpendicular, you just have to draw that little sign. Perpendicular segment that joins the planes of the bases. So they are planes. They're also called faces, I suppose. That joins them. The height of the prism is the length of an altitude. So the most important thing is that it's perpendicular. Let me show you. Okay, so, all right, now let's go back to these ones. Okay, so for this one right here, this is called a right prism, and I'm going to show you guys why in a second. This line right here, that can be an altitude. In fact, any of these lines can be altitudes. Why? Because they connect the two bases together. This top base right here and this bottom base right here are connected by this, and it's perpendicular. I'm not sure if that's that important, but it does join them. So I mean that's important. I'm pretty sure it is important that they're perpendicular. This doesn't say that in the notes. When you guys look at this shape and you try to figure out what kind of prism this is, you need to find the two shapes that are congruent and parallel. That will help you. Those are your bases. Now I see different shapes in here. I see a trapezoid and I see rectangles. Okay, remember what we said earlier? Rectangles make up the lateral surfaces of the prism. And so the base actually for this one is this guy.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's kind of tricky, huh? Especially because it's laying on its side. So here's one of our bases. The other base, which you didn't have to highlight two, you only had to highlight one, is right here. Okay, so those are your two bases. The height joining these two, the altitude, I suppose, is this right here. this guy. So we'll call that the H. Now you could have drawn that one, or you could have just said, I'm going to go from the middle of this guy, and stop right there, and that is the height. Okay, it's kind of weird. It's like, whoa, 3D-ish. Okay, that is the height. Now this name has something to do with the trapezoid. It's a trapezoidal. Trapezoidal prism. Alright, we've only been doing all this boring vocabulary stuff. The lateral faces of a right prism will always be rectangles. Notice it says right. You underline it, highlight it, whatever you gotta do to remember it. The lateral area, LA, is the sum of the areas. The sum of the areas of lateral faces. Now I'm saying lateral faces, but I could just say rectangles. We'll simplify rectangle right there. Rect. Sounds kind of weird. All right, surface area. The surface area, SA, is the sum of the areas of all faces. Of all the faces. The surface area can also be thought of as the sum of the lateral area and the areas of the bases. When I draw this, well, let me give you guys first. Let's see if I can do this. Okay, these are the lines you don't see because they are behind the figure. And the first shape that I would like to draw is I like to draw the one that's touching the ground. So if I draw that shape, it would look like this. It's a rectangle. Then we have those sides right here. These sides right here are the bases. So I'm going to flap those out. So we have one right here and one right here. Oh. Okay. And then we have this one on top. We have this one kind of rectangle looking thing right here. And so that's going to fold out and go in front for my shape. And then we have this last one right here. I'm going to do it in orange. That's a flap on the back side. So, I mean, you could have it slightly different. You can put that orange one up front. It doesn't matter. I'm going to leave it on the back though. That's where I have space. Okay, so that's the net for this dude. Okay, now the tricky part is not drawing the net. The tricky part is, can you label all the measurements of the sides? Ooh, that's kind of tricky. Why don't you guys try to do that? We're actually missing one side on this shape right here. Here we go. See, let's look at the 5. Okay, 5 is right there and right there. And it's also right there and right there. Okay, so those are the 5s. Because if I fold this net up right here, these two sides would be touching each other. Now what about this 4 right here? Where's the 4 at? That's actually these lines that are vertical. So let's see. Let's put the 4 right here. It's right here, right here, and right here. Now we have a 12. This is the long side of that base, not the base, but the foundation, if you will. So we're going to put a 12 right here and put a 12 right here. Are there 12s anywhere else?
No.
No. Okay, so we're missing this side right here, and this side right here, and this side right here, and this side right here. Okay, how am I going to find that missing side?
Yeah.
Pythagorean Theorem. Alright, we got to find the Pythagorean Theorem, or use it to find it. So we have 5 squared, 12 squared equals, we'll call this x squared. So we have 25 plus 169 equals x squared. Oops, I did that again. Sorry. That's actually supposed to be 144. It adds up to 169.
Oops.
Yeah, I do that all
That's
the time.
a big 13.
And then I square root that. That'll be a 13. So x equals 13. That means I could put a 13 right here, right here, right here, and right here. Ooh. Okay, now the bases. You guys know what the bases are, right? Which color are the bases?
Blue.
Yeah, these are our bases. This is the base right here, and this is the base right here. So it's safe to say that everything else is the lateral area. And that's what this question is asking us to do. It says find the lateral area. And in order to find the lateral area, all we got to do is we got to find the area of each of these rectangles. What's the area of this orange one?
20.
20. 5 times 4. What's the area of the red one?
48.
Oh, 12 times 4. So you have 48 right there. And then the last one, which is grain.
52.
4 times 13, which would give you 52. When I add all these up, what do you guys get? I think it's 120. Double check though. Yeah, is it 120? Cool. 120. What is it? Inches? No, centimeters squared. That's just the lateral area. What about the surface area? Well, to find the surface area, we put the lateral area right here, and then we have to put the area of the two bases. Now, if I want to find the area of a triangle, you got to take the base multiplied by the height. Let me write this one out though. Let's see. It's blue. 1/2 base, which is 12 times height, which is 5. So it would be 6 times 5, which is 30. So I put a 30 right here and a 30 right here, and my total surface area is 30 and 30. That's 190 centimeters squared.
It's 180.
No, it's not. It's not 180. Guys. It is totally 180. I don't know what you're talking about. It is not
Why would
190.
you guys say it's 190?
I don't know why you guys are telling me it's not 190. All right. That's so much work because it's so much work, but is it really difficult?
No.
No, it's not. But we can simplify it. You guys want to simplify it? Yeah, why not?
You don't have to actually
Here.
write out the entire net.
Oh, we don't. You're right. We don't have to write out the entire net, but this helps us see something. Can you guys see this?
When am I gonna
You guys see
take
this? What
the
shape is
triangle
this?
and
Giant
put it in
rectangle.
What is this? This is a giant rectangle. Do you guys know the length of this side right here? What's the length of that side?
All
Wouldn't it be 5, and then what was this, 12
together.
and 13? So 5, 12, and 13, what does that add to?
20, 30.
No, it's not 20.
60.
Oh my
12
goodness.
times 5 is 60.
Isn't it 30?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
30.
Okay, it's 30. Okay, and then this side right here, that one's kind of obvious. What is that?
4.
What is 30 times 4?
90. No, 120.
Yeah, 120. You guys know this right here. This side right here, this side that we just found 30. Where is that on this shape right here?
The rectangles faces.
It's the perimeter of this rectangle, isn't it?
But you didn't have
It's not say rectangle. It's the perimeter of this triangle, and that is the base, right? And that is where we're gonna get our formula. The formula to find the lateral area of any right prism, of any one, is going to be, see, LA equals the perimeter times I'm going to say A for altitude. Right here, though, right, P equals perimeter of base. So it's perimeter of base, and then A equals altitude. Altitude. Okay, but you can say height if you know what height means instead. Okay, and then the surface area is going to be SA. It's going to be lateral area plus, and then I got to put the two bases in there. Capital B equals area of base.
I remember these formulas.
Yeah.
Area of base.